Today's lesson is one that shows up frequently in student papers, and that's than and then. Start off with, we're going to look at then. Simply stated, it's an indicator of time. So in other words, this happens and then this other thing happens. A little trick that you can use to know if you're using then correctly is if you think of that like time, that E in time and that E in then is one way to kind of keep that straight. So a good example sentence would be, I went shopping for pots, then I went shopping for pans. Than, on the other hand, is a comparator, which means that it's usually, we see it in sentences where you're comparing one thing to another, or if you're just comparing things in general. So if you look for words that end in ER, or if you see the word rather, then there's a really good chance that the sentence is going to use than with an A. And again, because it compares, it's I like this thing better. There's your ER word. I like it better than that thing. The A in comparison and the A in than is one way to kind of keep things straight. And so then our example sentence is, I would rather drink coffee than tea. So why does this all matter? Well, the thing is that if you use the wrong word in certain sentences, it changes the meaning of the sentence entirely. These two words have very different definitions as opposed to affect and effect, which are kind of close. These are totally different. So some sentences, like the examples here, if you say, I would rather make cookies than eat them, means that you'd like to make the cookies and then afterward you're going to eat those things. The other sentence, on the other hand, says that I would rather make the cookies than eat them, which is to say, I like making cookies, but I really don't care to eat them. So again, certain words and certain sentences do change the entire meaning of that sentence. So this doesn't happen often, but it is something that sneaks in there from time to time. Again, make sure that if you're talking about time, that you're using E, and if you're comparing things, you're using A.